Game engines are a great way to make your super original platformer that is totally not a Hollow Knight copy into a reality, and what would we do without our beloved game engines? Yes, even you, Game Maker Studio. Because of this, it's gotten to the point where we can create entire games without typing a single line of code, simply by just clicking buttons with our mouse. But that leaves the question, can you make a game without touching your mouse? What is wrong with me? Decent life choices aren't really my thing. So let's get rid of my mouse and start making a below average game. This idea is terrible. No. Obviously, I would be making this game in Unity because I lack any skill. So I started making... Shh. Quiet, you little sh**. So it turns out that some things could not be done in Unity without touching your mouse, like testing the game, which is necessary. So I decided to allow myself to use my mouse only for things that I otherwise really couldn't do, which I later learned was just more of me being dumb. Also, the tab button is not really an ally in this challenge. So I decided to make a Flappy Bird game because that's what you do when you make game dev videos. And thus I prepared some prefabs, like these breathtaking and life-changing obstacles. Beautiful! Then I downloaded a sprite for my character, and yes, that is indeed the most beautiful pixelated Rick Ashley you'll ever see. And then I stopped touching my mouse for real. No more mouse for me. I quickly realized that the beauty was in the coding, which is great when programming is the only thing you do not entirely suck at. Except for all the times it doesn't work, obviously. So I made the player's movement by letting it go to the right at a constant speed, and since it has gravity, I just made it so that when you press the spacebar button on your keyboard, it launches up a little bit. You know, as you do in Flappy Bird. Exciting. Then in the same script, because that's what I did, I just wrote the entire game in the same script, I made a function that spawns the obstacles at a random height. And then I obviously made it so that if you hit an obstacle, the scene restarts. Look at Rick go. He's going and going, he's unstoppable. Some might say he's never gonna give you up. The game is very simple, which is obviously why I made it, cause I don't agree with things that tend to make my life harder.
Maximum effort.
But now it was time to make the most important part of the game. The part where you have 0.2 seconds to read whatever your final score was, so you can brag to your friends before the game restarts and any evidence of you ever reaching that score will be deleted. A score system. Now here's where I made a big mistake. I realized that I could make any object from Unity from a script. So the whole prefab thing I mentioned before, where I needed my mouse, yeah, apparently not, but I'm not going back. So I made the text from scratch, which was a disaster, but eventually it did work. What on earth is that? So clearly I needed some help from Google on how to do this. I didn't understand because Unity usually takes care of the hard stuff for me, but I still challenged myself not to touch my mouse, and you know what? That went quite well. Just a bunch of tabbing, and why is it in Dutch? I somehow fixed that too, without touching my mouse. And when I finally wrote down everything the documentation told me I needed, all bugs were fixed, and score! What have I done? Alright, it's all done. Rick is floating. Kinda happily, I guess. I'm terrible at these kind of games, but I honestly don't care. I was also thinking of making it look a little nicer, but no, I don't think I will, because I still don't care. Same thing applies to adding sound or music. Not happening. So, final conclusion. Can you make a game without touching your mouse? Yes. Obviously. You can make an entire game from a code editor without having to even look at your mouse once. So, yes. But, can you make your game without touching your mouse once in Unity? I guess? I think so. Sort of. But why would you want to do that to yourself? I mean, unless you actually deserve the punishment, I suppose. Okay, thanks for watching the video. It was really fun to do a weird challenge like this that I'm hoping to never have to do again. What is wrong with me? Please don't make me. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe right now because you're cool. We like bread. If you subscribe, you'll become bread. Hold up. If you want to support me further, you can check out my novel Sorry About Me on Amazon. I know this is still an example copy. My copies still haven't arrived. People are reading it and I don't have mine yet. Why? Just go look it up on Amazon, or if that's too complex for your little fingers, go to sorryaboutme.com or just click the links in the description below. It's really cool. I'm very proud of it, and I think people are enjoying it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon, and do not lose track of your pig. Nicolas Cage did, and we all know how that went. So yeah, be good. Bye.